What's up YouTube, Travster. Today I thought I'd make a video answering some of your questions I've been getting recently in the comment section of my videos, and also talking about runes. Are they really that important? And the short answer is yes, and also no, and I'll explain why here in a few minutes. But getting into the most recent questions I've been getting constantly on my videos, they revolve around starting items and my rune setups in general, and a lot of them, I could understand your confusion, but I switch runes almost every single game. And you guys are having a really hard time to keep up, and I'm going to explain why you don't need to keep up. Just run what you want to run, because anyway, I'll explain that in a little bit. But to answer some of your questions here, you guys want to know the runes of Scion. I don't know, I could go and look, but it's really not that important. Not that important, just look at kind of what they're running. He's running Arcane Comment, that's pretty much all you need to know. You never use Biscuit Delivery, I say switch it from Movement Speed or CDR Rune. Just because you take a rune and don't use it necessarily doesn't mean it's bad. Like in Biscuit Delivery's case, there's games where I'll use every single biscuit and still need more. Like it's really efficient to do that. And then there's games where I win lane against Scion, for instance, that game, where I didn't need biscuits because I won the lane so hard. In that case, it's still worth because you can sell the biscuits for gold. So you can sell them for gold. It's still worth the money. It's still worth an investment of taking that rune. So in that case, it's good. But in the case of like Ultimate Hat, there's really no trade-off. You either use it or you don't. But with Biscuit Delivery, you either use it or you sell it for gold. So you can't really get hurt with Biscuit Delivery. I like it. I'm still going to run it. And so moving on to Doran Shield instead of Longsword. So I told you guys back when I made that video, there were two ways to play the lane. You could either get Longsword and refillable Longsword regen bead and farm under tower, because you need that extra AD since the Shen nerf to hit the caster minions until level 6. So now you can hit them at level 4 with Longsword. Or you can not let the lane hit your tower and run Doran Shield, which is what I've been doing. I've been not letting the lane hit my tower and just taking Dorans instead. So you are opening yourself up to ganks a little bit more, but you're able to CS a lot better and you're still tanky. So I have been playing that style, so instead of letting it hit your tower and taking Longsword, you auto-attack the wave and keep it kind of pushed towards them, or at least even to where it's reset, and you just farm there until level 6, and then you can farm under tower. So that's why I switched from Longsword to Dorans. You can do either one. Obviously, if you go Longsword, you're going to be rushing T-Mat, most likely, but with Dorans, you can kind of do whatever you want. And then, next question, do you test runes, or did you choose knowingly? Essentially, this is just a question talking about why I keep switching runes so often, and the answer is it's the preseason. This is the time to test everything out. So even if you're running a garbage rune, you won't really know that until you try it out. So try everything out, guys. Like, don't there's no set rune page, so don't just copy what I do and use it for yourself. You have to build a page yourself, try it out, experience it, and see if it fits your playstyle. Just because a rune page works for me doesn't mean it will work for you. Like, a lot of it has to do with playstyle. And on that note, here's why runes are important, but are not that important. For instance, if I were to take a rune page against, let's say, Vladimir, I have the perfect rune page for Vladimir, and I win the lane against him, and then the next game, there's another Vladimir, different player, same champion, I'm running the same exact rune page, but that Vladimir stomps me, as in the previous game, I stomped the Vladimir. A lot of it comes down to playstyle, trading, CSing, item leads, experience leads, and junglers. So there's a lot that goes into winning lane. Obviously, rune page is a very small part of it. It helps, don't get me wrong, but it's a very small part of it. So I could run sub-optimal runes and still beat somebody in lane, and vice versa. I could run optimal runes and still lose to somebody in lane. So there's a lot more that goes into laning than just runes. So I wouldn't get caught up in runes. Obviously, there are some that are better than others, but as a general stance on this is it's not all about runes. So don't get so caught up in runes. So, like, runes are not going to win or lose you games. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say. You can always play around it. So that would answer most of the questions I got. This is just from my last video. But getting into what I've been running here, I switch pages a lot, literally almost every single game. I switch pages all the time, but this has been my top lane go-to recently. Biscuit Delivery, so good. Now, Shen's biggest weakness, obviously he has a really bad laning phase, which he should, because of his global pressure. He's meant to have a really bad laning phase. So Biscuit Delivery mitigates a lot of that damage you're going to take, along with Second Wind, and obviously Dorans as well. So you're getting a ton of regen, and Grasp. Make sure you proc this. I'm really bad at procking this. Sometimes it'll be up and I don't proc it on enemy champ, but try to proc it whenever you can without taking, obviously, a ton of damage. But excuse me, sorry, I'm still kind of sick if you can't tell, but I wanted to make this video because you guys keep asking me about all this. So, as you can see, I went back to Grasp instead of Aftershock. That's mainly for the HP regen. With Second Wind, Biscuit Delivery, and Doran Shield, you can stay in lane forever, which is just a beautiful, glorious thing. And so at 10 minutes, you get your boots for free with 10 bonus moon speed and 50 gold reduction on tier 2s. And you also get conditioning bonus resistance stats, which is nice. And Demolish, the rune that I said was really bad, which I still think it's not that great on Shen, but it's really good in the late game. So obviously with Shen, you're not going to be pushing the enemy into their tower because you're just not that good at pushing early game. But when it gets to late game after laning phase, if you get Z0 out, which I have been getting, you can push down towers so quickly. So you just drop the rod, walk up, hit Demolish. That thing is dead in like a matter of less than 10 seconds. They cannot react that fast. They'll lose their tower or they'll blow a TP or something like that. So it's really, really good for late game pressure, not so much good for laning because you're never really going to proc it. Also, it scales off HP, so if you do proc it early, it's not going to hit for hardly anything. So keep that in mind. It's meant for more mid to late game split pushing with Shen, not laning phase. So this is one of the pages I've been running. The other page I've been running, I'm not sure which one of this is. Yeah, this is the other page I've been running. I think this is my jungle page actually, or top lane. They're both the same. But I tried Overgrowth. Overgrowth just isn't worth it. Like, you don't get that much HP from it. Unless you're like a power farmer like a Shyvana or something like that in the jungle. Overgrowth just isn't worth it. You're not going to gain much HP at all, really. So I'd much rather have Second Wind for the HP regen and lane than Overgrowth. I don't think Overgrowth is worth it. I think they'll end up buffing that or doing something with it because it just doesn't make sense right now. It takes way too long to get that bonus HP. And then Aftershock obviously is really good. This is going to pump out the most damage out of any rune that I've tried with Shen. I've tried Domination, I've tried Precision, I've tried Grasp, I've tried everything. Nothing. I've tried Press the Attack. Nothing has out-damaged Aftershock. It is so good. And the reason it does so much damage is because it's AoE damage. It does a lot of damage AoE. So you taunt in to like 2 or 3 people in a team fight, you're going to be doing a ton of damage to them. I've done over 3k damage with this consistently, which is crazy. That's a lot more than Grasp would do. So keep that in mind. It does a ton of damage, and it makes you really tanky. So that's another thing to consider. You get a lot of bonus resistances with Aftershock, which is much, much better for team fights. This is more of a team-oriented rune. Grasp of the Undying is for laning. It's a 1v1 dueling rune. Aftershock is team-based. So keep that in mind. But those are the 2 main pages I've been running right now. I have been playing Shyvana quite a bit. This is my Shyvana page. I do take Overgrowth because Shyvana, she power farms like crazy. You can have the most CS in the game almost every single game. It's crazy. She power farms a lot, and you can get a decent amount of HP. But Shen's not the best at power farming, so keep that in mind. Now there are a few other things I have tried. Obviously, you guys know I've tried almost everything. I've tried Ultimate Hat, I've tried Scorch, I've tried Transcendence, I've tried Nullifying Orb, I've tried all kinds. That's the one that prevents magic damage, right? Yeah, you gain a shield. Okay. Yeah, I've tried all kinds of stuff, and I've tried Triumph, Tenacity, Alacrity. I really do like Alacrity. I think it's really, really good. I have tried Cheap Shot, I've tried Sudden Impact. Nothing is good out damage. Aftershock, though, you have to keep that in mind. Both of these combined, I combined the damages from these multiple games in a row. They didn't even amount up to Aftershock, 1 rune. Both of these combined didn't add up to Aftershock. So Aftershock is just going to pump out the most damage. Obviously, it's going to make it the tankiest too out of all of them because it gives you a lot of bonus resistances. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is the page I will be running. Probably going into Season 8. This is my favorite page so far, and I know Grasp is not the greatest, I understand that, but it does help with sustain and lane. That lifesteal does help quite a bit. I would like to go Aftershock if I could, but Grasp, it just helps too much. It really does. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between Grasp and Aftershock. The only reason I like Grasp is for the HP regen. Well, the HP lifesteal, I guess. But outside that, I think Aftershock is better in every aspect. I just like the lifesteal from Grasp. So we'll see. I may swap this out for Aftershock, but right now I like this setup. This is my go-to for Shen top lane right now. I have not been playing much support I played like 1 or 2 games recently. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not good at it. So I'm not a support main, as you guys know. So I'm not very good at support. And jungle, I keep getting destroyed by almost every single jungler. Nidalee, Lee Sin, Kayn, pretty much all the power junglers you just get destroyed by, Diamond Plus. So it's really, really difficult to keep up with him. Zin's another one that just absolutely destroys you. So until you're level 6, you're kind of at the mercy of the enemy jungler. If he gets off a lot of ganks and gets the team rolling, then you're kind of just screwed. So I would not say Shen's a good jungle pick. I would say he's an okay pick. But against champions that are not power farmers, like a Sejuani would be an okay pick. Maokai, any slow jungle clears, okay with. But the power clears and early ganks are just, they're tough to deal with, so keep that in mind. But for top lane, which is my primary role right now, this is what I've been running. I've been doing pretty well with it. Also, I've been picking up other champions. If you guys haven't watched me play other champions, I've been playing a lot of other champions. Let me pull up my op.gg here real quick. I think you guys will be pretty surprised by what I've been doing. But I will start uploading other content because I do play significantly more champions than just Shen. I play a lot of champions. You guys, a lot of champions in my champion pool as of recently. So here's my recent. I'm on a 6-game win streak. Heck yeah! But I play a lot of Malphite. I actually used to play a ton of Malphite, but yeah, we're playing Malphite again. He's actually really, really good. What you do with Malphite is you stack CDR. You get maximum CDR, and you just ult all the time. Without the bonus CDR rune, just the flat 40% CDR, you have a 51-second cooldown on your ulti, which is crazy. So you run Ultimate Hat and you run Transcendence, and then you just build a couple CDR items and you're good. So yeah, Malphite's really, really good. Like, you could have a terrible, terrible early game. Like this game, I did awful. I was against Alawi. I did awful. I lost the lane, but I still went 7-2 and 14 and hard carried because Malphite's utility in team fights is ridiculous. You just hit R and you win fights. That's pretty much what happens. I don't know who was their carry? Because I just kept deleting him every time. Oh, Draven. Yeah, I just kept ulting the Draven every fight. Or no, he was on our team. Who was it? MF. MF, yeah, she sold all her items at the end. I just kept ulting MF whenever she ulted, and we just won every fight. So, Malphite's really, really good. I'm going to play a lot of Malphite. Shyvana's pretty good. I'm still learning the runes, which is why my win percentage is not that great, but these are the 3 champions I've been playing quite a bit. The others, not so much, but we'll see. Ramus, I think, is okay. He has a hard time getting on the target sometimes, but Malphite obviously has no problem. He's untargetable, so I will be uploading some Malphite guides and gameplay recently, and as well as Shyvana. Shyvana is just a beast at power farming and taking dragons and objectives and stuff, so that will be on the way shortly, so I hope you guys like it. But anyway, this is the update on my Shen gameplay, I guess, the runes I've been running and stuff like that. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know. If you want me to try anything, excuse me, let me know. But I pretty much tried everything at this point. I mean, I have a few hundred games played in just the preseason, which is crazy. To put it in perspective, let me look. I want to. I already closed it. Oh no, I didn't. I want to look at how many games I actually have played in the preseason. It is a crazy amount. So when I hit Diamond on this account, I was 77 and 47 at 124 games played. Look how many games played I have now. So 124. Yeah, I have well over 300 games played in just the preseason. I have over doubled the games I played in the normal season last season in just the preseason, which is crazy. So we are going to be grinding towards Masters next season. We're going to be playing a lot of games. As you can see, we're already playing a ton of games. It's pretty sad though. I hit Diamond 124 games on a fresh account, and then now I'm only D4 after this many games. I'm bad, I know it. But no, a lot of it's just learning the new runes and the preseason stuff. So keep that in mind. But that is where we are. We've been playing a ton of games, trying to learn, trying to get better and all that good stuff. But hopefully this helped. Let me know if there's anything you want me to try. Like I said, I've already tried pretty much everything, but just in case I haven't, let me know. And thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely rest of your day.